Food may not be Food may not be safe to eat during or after an emergency. Many foodborne illnesses and bacteria can contaminate food, food containers, and cooking surfaces. Your survival and your family's survival after disaster mean protecting your health. Floodwaters contain raw sewage and other contaminants, including dead animals, gasoline, and oil, other waste products, as well as disease-causing organisms. Ironically, in a rush to get a drink of water or eat food, your survival may be threatened. You could actually starve or become so weak and dehydrated due to waterborne illnesses or foodborne illness that you are no help to yourself or anyone else. Here are some facts about what bacterial contamination can lead to. Symptoms: a range of syndromes, including acute dehydrating diarrhea, prolonged febrile illnesses with abdominal symptoms, acute bloody diarrhea, and chronic diarrhea. Common causes. Common agents include Vibrio chloride, Salmonella, Shigella, and the diarrheogenic Escherichia coli. Risk level. Each year, an estimated 4 billion episodes of diarrhea result in an estimated 2 million deaths, mostly among children. Waterborne bacterial infections may account for as many as half of these episodes and deaths. Consequences. Many deaths among infants and young children are due to dehydration, malnutrition, or other complications of waterborne bacterial infections. The most commonly recognized foodborne infections are those caused by the bacteria Campylobacter, Salmonella, and E. coli 0157:H7, and by a group of viruses called calicivirus, also known as the Norwalk and Norwalk-like viruses. Campylobacter is a bacterial pathogen that causes fever, diarrhea, and abdominal cramps. It's the most commonly identified bacterial cause of diarrheal illness in the world. These bacteria live in the intestines of healthy birds, and most raw poultry meat has Campylobacter on it. Eating undercooked chicken or other food that has been contaminated with juices dripping from raw chicken is the most frequent source of this infection. Anything from the bird population may be contained in floodwaters and get on food and food packaging that have been in floodwaters. Salmonella is also a bacterium that is widespread in the intestines of birds, reptiles, and mammals. The illness it causes, salmonellosis, typically includes fever, diarrhea, and abdominal cramps. In persons with poor underlying health or weakened immune systems, which may result from your stamina being tested in survival situation, it can invade the bloodstream and cause life-threatening infections. E. coli 0157:H7 is a bacterial pathogen that comes from cattle and other similar animals. Human illness typically follows consumption of food or water that has been contaminated with microscopic amounts of cow feces, which may be present in floodwaters, conceivably in a great quantity depending on your location. The illness it causes is often a severe and bloody diarrhea and painful abdominal cramps without much fever. In 3% to 5% of cases, a complication called hemolytic uremic syndrome, or HUS, can occur several weeks after initial symptoms. This severe complication includes temporary amnia, profuse bleeding, and kidney failure. Calicivirus or Norwalk-like virus is an extremely common case of foodborne illness, though it is rarely diagnosed because the laboratory test is not widely available. It causes an acute gastrointestinal illness, usually with more vomiting than diarrhea, that resolves within 2 days. Unlike many foodborne pathogens that have animal reservoirs, it is believed that the Norwalk-like viruses spread primarily from one infected person to another. Infected kitchen workers or food preparers can contaminate a salad or sandwich as they prepare it if they have the virus on their hands. Infected fishermen have contaminated oysters as they harvested them. This information makes it clear it is important to know when food is safe and when not to eat it and throw it away instead. This also highlights other issues such as washing your hands and cooking in kitchen surfaces when handling food. Identify and throw away food that may not be safe to eat. Throw away any food that may have come in contact with flood or storm water. Throw away food that has an unusual odor, color, or texture. Throw away perishable foods, including meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and leftovers that have been above 40 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours or more. Never taste a food to determine its safety. Throw away canned foods that are bulging, opened, or damaged. Food containers with screw caps, snap lids, crimped caps like soda bottles, twist caps, flip tops, snap open, and home canned foods should be discarded if they've come into contact with floodwater because they cannot be disinfected. If cans have come in contact with floodwater or stormwater, remove the labels, wash the cans, and dip them in a solution of 1 cup of bleach, unscented only. You should keep unscented bleach available. The scented varieties are highly poisonous. In 5 gallons of water, relabel the cans with a marker. Do not use contaminated water to wash dishes, brush your teeth, wash or prepare food, wash your hands, make ice, or make baby formula.